Let's make some pickled eggs. So a dozen eggs, half a teaspoon of baking soda, bring that to a boil. We're gonna boil that for 10 minutes once it gets to a hard boil. The reason why we add the baking soda is because it makes the eggshells easier to peel. And now we are gonna time that for 10 minutes and then let them cool completely and give them a peel. So we have 2 cups of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of red crushed chili peppers. We have kosher salt, which is 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Pickling spice, I have 2 teaspoons of pickling spice, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and 8 cloves of garlic. See those? Make sure you wait for your eggs to cool before you peel them. And then they'll look like that. A little bit better, eh? Way better. Guys, when you're putting your eggs in your jar, don't just drop them from the top because it'll crash on the bottom. Slightly tip and put in, and that's nice and gentle. Okay, so now that my eggs are cooled and peeled, there's 3 tips. Add baking soda to the water when you boil it. Let them cool before you peel them. And make sure you tilt your jar and don't just slam them in there because they are going to break. Now let's make our brine. I'm going to use the same pot. Why dirty more dishes? Let's start with 2 cups of vinegar. I already have 1 in there. 2 cups of vinegar. And then I got 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Put that in there. And then we have a teaspoon of red crushed chili peppers. You don't have to add those if you don't want. I just like a little bit of a kick in my pickled eggs. And that is pickling spice, 2 teaspoons of that. And garlic, I added extra garlic. You only need to add like a couple cloves if you want. I'm gonna split these between the jars because I'm actually making these for a friend as well. Sharing is caring. So a dozen eggs will actually fit in 1 mason jar. So you don't need 2 jars, you just need 1, but sharing is caring. And then we got 3 tablespoons of sugar. And then we are going to turn that on to a medium high. And once it comes to a boil, we're gonna simmer it for about 5 minutes and then pour it over our eggs. Just gonna give it a little stir. We just wanna make sure that the salt and the sugar dissolves. And then the garlic and the peppers, everything's gonna get all tasty. You can add dill if you like. And then once these are done, we're gonna sit them in the fridge for a week or 2, depends. And then once the brine is done, we're gonna pour it over top of our eggs. But if there's not quite enough, I'll just finish it off with some more vinegar over top, no problem. That's boiling a little too heavy for me, so I've just turned it down to medium, but we're gonna let it do this for 5 minutes and then pour it over top of our eggs. Hey Google, stop. I am using my gravy strainer because I want to get the bits in the top so I can share it between the 2 jars, but you just need to pour it into your jar if you're only doing 1. Let's get this in there safely without losing a ton of it. And we never lost a drop. I got some chili pepper flakes down there, but that's okay. Let's, for now, fill our jars up. And if I don't have enough, I will just top it up with vinegar. We're pretty close. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. I'll top it up a little bit with vinegar to make sure it covers it. But for now, let's split the bits. It doesn't have to be exact, and you're not gonna be doing this anyway because you will probably just do 1 jar because you're smart. So we'll get this all split up and then we will cover them with vinegar and get them into the fridge. So there we have it, pickled eggs. Let's recap our ingredients. We used 2 cups of vinegar, 2 teaspoons of salt. I think I had 8 cloves of garlic in there, but you add as much as you want. I did more than 12 hard-boiled eggs. We have 14 because I peeled them. They didn't work very well. And then 3 tablespoons of sugar and 2 teaspoons of pickling spice. Now let's get these in the fridge and we'll see you in a week. And there they are. They have been in the fridge for a week. Which didn't last the 2 weeks. And that's what they're gonna look like. They get a little bit darker. Let's make a snack. And there we have it. Bon appetit. Delicious.